Hello Duelists, it's Tombox here, and in this video I'm actually going to give you guys a suggestion on a card that you can use against Spyrals if you're not playing Spyrals. Now personally, I want to compare this card to Skill Drain, but the card I'm talking about is Prohibition. But before I talk about Prohibition, I want to talk about how Skill Drain affects the matchup against Spyrals, because I play Spyrals and whenever I get Skill Drain, especially on the game 1, I realize it's a downhill spiral against myself because I can't break the board. Most of my spell trap removal options are in the form of monsters, such as Spyral Super Agent, Spyral Tough, and Spyral Sleeper. And I don't want to put these guys on board because they're just vanillas, and if my opponent has the bigger beater, anything that's over 28, I can't kill it. I don't main deck enough stuff to actually deal with it. Maybe I can use Raigeki to clear the board and perhaps swing, but tempo is definitely in my opponent's favor because I have nothing to do. My double helix is useless. I can at most probably use a Spyral master plan if I'm able to put that on the field and send it to the graveyard, but that's also very hard because without double helix, how am I supposed to do that? And with that all in mind, I realize that it's a losing situation if you're under Skill Drain, and it's very easy to just get beat stick down to death at this point. Especially with an ABC deck. ABC deck definitely can play a Skill Drain, and once they have that Skill Drain on board, you're in for a long grind game where they're going to beat down most of your monster. And don't forget, ABC monsters are fairly big in terms of their body. You have 2000 defense, 18 defense, and you have a 19 beat stick that all revolve around the graveyard, so Skill Drain doesn't even hurt it very much. Now that being said, what about Prohibition? How is that different? Prohibition doesn't negate my monster's effect, however it doesn't let any of my stuff activate or be applicable onto the field. And the perfect monster to call would be Spyral Super Agent. Why? You actually hit 3 monsters with calling this card. You hit Spyral Double Helix, so they can no longer activate the effect to summon or search. It hits the, well, it's a Super Agent, so you can't activate from hand to, to summon it onto the field, and you also don't get to use Spyral Tough. You can still summon Double Helix and Spyral Tough, but once they hit the field, they become Super Agent, and that's the end of that. Yeah, you're basically screwed because you can't activate the effect, and based on the rulings of, well, Prohibition, it states right here that monsters declared by Prohibition cannot be special summoned or normal summoned, and the other thing here, it states that they cannot be used as synchro material, exceed material, fusion material, but it currently hasn't been updated to say that you can't use it for Link, but I'm assuming you can't use it for Link as well because you can't use it as a Link material, you just can't use it to summon stuff out of the extra deck. So you can't change battle position, you can't declare attack. You have a white card. It is literally a ground collapse on your own board when you call that. So you're thinking about, oh, I can still clear it with Spyral Sleeper. True enough, you can go into the Sleeper, but if this is my turn 1 and I sided this card and I called Spyral Super Agent, you better have a Twin Twister or Cosmic Cyclone, because think about what you actually have to banish to get Spyral Sleeper onto the field. You would have to normal summon a Quick Fix, and then say you have a double summon, you get your drone. You can't go into Double Helix, because if you go into Double Helix, you can't send that into the graveyard and do anything. So you only have 2 materials on the field, and that doesn't exactly help your case. Unless you have a Foolish Burial of Goods, and you already have the Resort to search it out, then you're kind of there, but now you have to banish your Quick Fix and your drone all at once in the very beginning, which doesn't exactly give you a lot of strong recovery later on. You're going to be doing a lot more top decking than anything else. So being stuck under a situation where you can't use the monsters as material, you can't use their effects, you can't get out Master Plan, get out any kind of setup, and even Tough can't activate his effect to control the board, most of your monsters are pretty useless and your only win condition becomes Sleeper, and you're super dependent on Sleeper. If your Sleeper gets interrupted as well, I think that's GG, unless of course you have to side in those Twin Twisters or those Cosmic Cyclones just to deal with the Prohibition. That's what I think, because I've done some test playing against this, and what I've realized is my deck sucks without this option. But there is another option that you can do that does cost quite a few cards in your hand, but you do get to keep all your resources and you can come back from it, which is if you have Linkaribo. So sorry for you EU players at the moment, but if you have Linkaribo, you can definitely do this, but you still need at least a 3-card hand. You need the red card, you need the what's his face? Quick Fix, and you also need a drone of some sort, some extra summon. And then you're able to summon out the Quick Fix and drone, and you link into Proxy Dragon or some sort of link to just not double helix, because if you go into double helix, it turns into agent and you can't link it off anymore. So instead of doing that, what you can do is go into proxy dragon and then you revive your card, whatever card you can with the red car, getting yourself another search with a quick fix and whatnot. And then you go into Link Karibo, giving you 2 Link monsters. Now you can go into Ningirisu. Ningirisu, you can actually send something to the graveyard to get rid of that Prohibition. And now you can actually play the game. But all in all, I realized that that's a lot of resources. And you might not actually have all those cards in hand. So that's tough luck. But that's my card suggestion for you guys right now. You guys can actually check out the rulings at the YGO organization. And if you guys enjoyed this little segment here, it's just a little quick suggestion, quick tip for you guys. Well, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more stuff from MST.TV, hit the subscribe button. And as always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please drop us a like so we know we are doing a good job. And you can also subscribe to MST.TV for more fantastic videos by clicking on the button on the left. Don't forget to check out our partners at Imperium Duelist. They make really high quality mats, including some of my own limited edition release stuff. And if you want to check out one of our past videos, click here on the right. As always, don't forget to hold on to your MST.TV, and I'll see you next time.